the first round will be T. Ramos, 100,000 votes. He won by first round. It is constitutional injunction say you should cross 50% plus one. And you know I'm a president. So we are who say candidate out on a way. 2012, fast forward, was our increasing votes. And with that, a co-Supreme Court, a nipa 5, I say, abana 2 and one, a nipa 4, so say, when you phone it on the 4, there be abana or more in Yana and corner when there. So it tells you say clearly, what's up, and he left the party with the vote accumulation from 1.2 to 6.7 million votes. To 6.7 million votes, and what they say, Yura Mahmoud Baumiansa. So on the same party, remember when we are doing equation, we have something we call constant, which doesn't change, and the constant in this equation is MPP.
Okay.
The same party na do behind the coin, Kufo the coin, Akufo the coin, and the same party that was handed over to Yura Mahmoud Bawumia. So on fan election.
Okay.
But unfortunately, be as it may, say you're on the fort, say you're on the fort.
Okay.
He was the leader of the party at the time.
Yeah.
He was on the ballot from 6.7 to 4.6,
which was quite bad. To the MPP.
Obviously, and I don't think two opposition.
And so
she maintain even 6.7 now. Mahama won by 6.3.
6.3.
6.3 million votes. It is 8 million maintaining 6.7 now. Obi oba ebia maintaining ya na what the corner ni mu na. And 8 million maintaining ya. Yero Mahmoud by maintaining. And then corner president.
So the presidential vote no was it superior than the MP's votes now?
Oh, how? No. Check the records. It is on the EC's website. When you put in aggregation all the MP's votes,
that's NPP.
MP's votes. Now the total only votes will now
votes.
Almost no MPs need beating over 300,000.
300,000 votes. So that means.
So it tells you that in every trajectory of our election cycle, for votes on ya nyina ka bomwa na ka MPs ni nyina bomwa na kofo lady.
Yeah.
First and second nyina. So we votes are Nana Dunyaye in all the second election, 2 elections. Ebia no lady when we put all of that together. Now lady. Now what do we so what the MPs need the to ho one need kind.
Okay.
But when in our situation, say you find yourself omo what the to ho obo say you lose so much. Who the MPs need votes not to Yero Mahmoud Bawumia votes no MPs no pro no so bebre. So it tells you that it is not the problem of the party,
but the problem is the candidate.
Candidate that we put forward. And
so that's the team.
You see,
Ken more problem.
You see, it should not be Team Ken. It should be analysis of every discerning mind.
And here we have to get a parliamentary candidate. Maybe I voted as a floating voter. Not a voter, I aligned to a particular political party.
Yeah.
This time around, you're too abandoned, NDC Nedi.
Yeah.
What I say? And NPP MP Nedi. But Fufian to water, NPP MP no, Yame Afano, Edina Cotina Ninchen.
Okay.
And Yaba to abandon Fufro. Me, Michelle Vina, Mini Henihan. The reason why I voted in 2024 general elections, it may be the same reason because the NDC in Aba power.
Yeah.
Say me pempun to Aba me Mudia and me constituency Mudia. Why don't I go for the NDC candidate?
Yeah.
Because on the bit me akwa Aba in chain. What I say?
That's why someone who can say Akutia, the local people voted based on development.
Yes. Ordinarily and reasonably, constituents should vote based on development. That is what it should be. Until you may do anything that you can, because meaning perfect and people know about care when it's our city.
Okay.
Meaning perfect and
now, don't you think, say Henry Boachi Yadon NI development be a man so many because of said in time because I say, unse Amase and an ewo and Henry able to Amase in the 2020 election. And Henry at name for the last 4 years to 2024 last year at Ernest ekutu no face no. When you sure say Henry did something good when it comes to development and then
or you can have 14,000, but there are some middle people be our more there may be a mission, you may be answer. And the reports that but the reports that we had was candidate is known. Asumedu no. What you say? He is more or less like a grassroots person, but in a grassroots system, no only more or less favor NPP people or constituencies more no. Because politics na hardly say me NDC ni me papa me go to my bama because why me papa.
Okay.
But to abana me NPP.
Okay.
What did they make an answer? And the bit me about say me papa cry NDC ni okope contest. And I'm saying the die hard NPP. But me to abana NPP. No matter about it me papa.
Okay.
What you say nti omo decide elections ni pa ye omo gina mfinfi na no omo fi say mpun 20. They are the people from my perspective if you say decide the elections no.
Okay.
It's not about because we hear only dinner no wa gene reports na bana then this if only because say man fa we am ba wu aba there better aba man. It clearly shows say owo no obo NPP boy this if obo atimem for no all right. But when it comes to elections obi ani say ne oni nko for tina kokoro mo moto a Omukasa say me NDC penny na makoto me NDC for regardless so no problem, you can give that recognition. But we need the power.
Okay.
We need the power.
Okay.
What I say ebi owo etua me ba school fees me power ne ba me me aboa owo bi e wo bibi ho ebi owo me wo kra ba national service postings.
Okay.
Me nam say more power into my aboa no. Okay. That is how it works. When it comes to elections for power, regardless of a party the person now aboa no do about to into loyal people will be omo NPP or aboa do aboa NDC for big there but wo meto abana man definitely all things being will be NPP for aboa omo pa
right
what I say.
Okay.
But NDC for now aboa omo no so that when it comes to power because NPP for no would not even do same omo nkoto abana men.
Lawyer, you're in common also. So right now, no, I know very well say the main contention has been between Kennedy Japan and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And per my perspective, I know say Dr. Baumia lead the party no, Olusiye. And in the history of our election, say candidate to be represented a party, he needs to come 3 times and send the with me renew the main election. Don't you think, say, currently like to speak, say MPP Kotoaba, January 2026, now Omukoyi new face a bit me affected the political party as a whole.
I've heard that argument. Marxist has a make that fallacious argument. A total fallacy to suggest say what the candidate call a now just what they call repeatedly. Yes, no 2 ways about it, no doubt. When the candidate is represented repeatedly, it may gain you some advantages. All things being equal. There are no 2 ways about it. But I never correct that. Say, what the candidate equal election, as well repeating as an win the political power. How many times did Kwame Nkrumah contest? 1954 as an win the election.
It was just twice.
Kwame Nkrumah contested on the first slot and all win it. Buzia 1979 or contested how many times and all win it. Rawlings contested how many times?
Once.
John Mahama in 2012 no contested that.
So
what is the point?
He was then a vice president.
And our candidate was vice president. He was even
so he was doing things for
what
for the UGCC and aftermath.
And he non man the contest election anymore.
No be anymore.
Didn't he win?
He won.
Buzia be contest election no here. Didn't he win?
The name was there.
Rawlings be contest election on one winning. So when we are talking about the name was there, yes. Why not a woody? In fact, MPP Musisia will be a young person or 20 years up to about 25 years. The only person, the only face he has seen in our political tradition, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Tell me it is wrong. From 2008 to 2016 was 8 years as candidate. And from 2016 to 2024 was 8 years as vice president.
Yeah.
And from 2024 as a leader of the party. he was also the flag bearer of the party. It is all presenting such a candidate. Let's all say the familiar face any ever talk. Now they acquire. It tells you that this argument is flawed because we have a person who has been the face for 16 years.
16 good years.
16 years, but yet Ghanaians gave us a humiliating defeat in the political history of our country. Say, Yakwa election. Now, you lose by 1.7 million votes.
As compared to 1 million votes in 2016 for
ahead for you did BT or what is I can actually 1.7 million. 137 MPs have been reduced to now 87. So, oh, yeah, fan is one a company a Fache TV, and now we make it 6.7 million CDs every year. And now for a new CEO, and we'll buy any say profit margin, 4.7 million. Would you still sign that MD so on continue on your and now you will prefer another person who will give you the profit margin? Because mind you, company is the same company.
Yeah.
And I know be 6.7. And this is a woba. Next a new MD. Next will be 4.66. I don't think it's a serious business person will want you to be the MD of the company. Because obviously you've declined the fortunes of the company. And yet you lose elections and so there were things that you remember me at the time a catcher here near fees and some of us still believe it is true today. Ebini say we share an Indian northerners in the up north or catcher almost say we are two northern brothers contesting this election. I have opportunity to be president for 8 years. My other brother has the opportunity to be president for 4 years. So I urge upon you to choose the 8 years because some of them are 4 years now. Andrew said, Ghana for 1 year and some family north for heavy, it will take some time. And it is true. It was truism at that time, and it is true today. Because one, you has see Opayama, Yurakufobidi, and then Kesakofa, somebody from Ashanti Regency at the neighbor. Trust me, the people of Ghana will not buy it. And Untina, so I strategically, and this if offer a candidate from voter, no more by central, no more for vice. NPP from Ashanti, ye Febio Ashanti, not a Southern, near Konof, near Febia pair. So everybody, when you are going for any election, don't be deceived by anybody say tribalism, religious, then don't be deceived. You need to be strategic in your thinking and your choice of candidate.
Okay.
You need to be strategic. And Upo in Ghana here, over any election, take religion into consideration. Take business into consideration. Take tribe into consideration. Take students into consideration. Take youth into consideration. Anybody who matter in the game, you should consider that person. And more be another that say we call election in Ghana here. Religion can be. It's never true. And more be another say tribe in can be. And I don't think it
plays part. That one.
I don't know this for far. Era your mama from up north. Omo best ne call central cover
It was strategic.
And that is the point.
It was strategic.
And that is why Nanado Dango Gufuado from south or call far Yura Mahmoud Baumia from north.
Just to gain.
And that was the thinking. And His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Baumia himself told us, say, so no obey flag bearer, Northern votes, Zongo votes, and the voter votes, which a honum non so sa constituencies in the end this is stronghold. And in his own words, say a better of them. The top firms when this intimate when election. A top firm and a top firm. So you realize say you call northern region. From all the 4 northern regions, even the home region, we won by 10,000 votes.
Yeah.
Only 10,000 votes,
which was very low.
So, when you talk about even votes in the Zongosa. In the whole region, in the whole of the country, only one constituency penny to me when is Zongo polling station, which is Winneba. So nobody should deceive you to say, my who say documents be nam say he won about 30 Zongos polling stations. And then no crana say grant and canumba. You see, say we call elections are now free Fache TV na kwa. As who say Tofia kwa TV for beto. Fache TV beto. All other networks will be beto. And sana wako ABN, wako multimedia, wako kwan, wako PBA bekan. But when you are going, let's say Tofia kwa TV for anto amount. Let's say Fache TV anto amount. Other networks within the company anto amount. How do you expect the ABN, the Despite Media, the multimedia to vote for you? So you should be accepted by your own people first. They will push you. Push you. In the history of the country, party ayako election from 6.7 million we have come down. Sankitimi maintaining 6.7, we would have been in power.
So you believe the grassroots don't
support to no be believe there's also no the time our statistics mine and the data shows say Ghana for one penal. It's as simple as that.
Not NPP grassroots.
NPP for one bit me at Waba Mwene.
So
no, the point is NPP in Quentin to Waba Mubia Wene. And then this in Quansun to Waba Mawon Wene. What it is in say Abano, so bet me aware. I say we hear Ghana for winning on what to Abano with me aware. And ye candidate are called election. Already, now was 6.7 million. We got 4.6 million. And are you telling me, say, in the circumstances, Ghana for opener, and Kaye dia na nanado dia na no kesobete. Let me give you a typical example. Aswase constituency. New year na yeru Mahmoud ba mi abe refurbish the biggest mosque no. Mosque na the polling station over there, he lost all of them. Those polling stations, he lost all of them. I'm saying, say, so should not be my conclusion. Maybe the end say the people did not vote for him. Whatever the decision until Oman to Amano, will be a trimun conquer. But the end results have shown say the people did not vote. When we are going to the same market with the same variables, you don't make mistake in presenting the same commodity you presented first at Omanto.
And that makes you think Kennedy Japan is a perfect option for NPP right now.
And that should be the situation because one, in the circumstances, you are bontia, ubia betimi aye research. Ode wunim kura wuhie ni pattern na busa omo. Papampacha embusa obi a wunim no. Eni pattern na wunim omo. Papampacha MPP for flag bearership. Enipa enum ye ayi wo mo animi. Ewura num yi. Yewura Kennedy, Yewura Mahmoud Bawumia, Yewura Dutwum, Kwabreja Japan, ene Brian. Sa ewura num yi. Emu de he na MPP for ko yini ba wo ebe kanya wa mo akoto aba. We say research we near the who hear Musa Dankwa, who hear info analytic, who hear Fitch, who hear CNN, NY. What they will say, nipa 10 bia be shi omu bia at random.
Global in Serbia week. Almost the buy global for the bad. I think 3 times now. First time, not Kennedy na leading with about, I think it was leading for about 44%. Not that time Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia percentage and
no from
37%. The same global, that's also the second time. Kennedy in Japan was leading. Even for the first time.
I know he was leading in the party. Is that not the case? Yes, I'm talking about getting presidency. Say flag bearer there, and your pekwan can torso queens. Your torso queen, not your baby, and farmer say, a dutum now when a Kwabreja Japan. And then there's a flag bearer penny, a petty and party will get the other. And the point we are saying is say ye party for no. Ye kokotwa ba ni wie near the candidate ni yini wia we will present the person to Ghanaian market for the power.
So Ghanaians will decide.
That is Ghana for na to me, na MPP. And NDC. Eti MPP NDC ne de ya wo bia wo the base a wo ye ne den oba akoto aba e de ama ne party. But ye woni pa bi omo abonten a ono no he is influenced by the candidate you are bringing and the policies you've brought out, the ideas you've brought out. And now I'm convinced beyond every doubt that the policies you can suggest no is so profound. They say those policies, you know, it resonates with the people, everybody on the street, it resonates with the person. Because as someone can, it's so practical. And your book, he is talking practical sense to you that yeah, man, yeah, the the same results. Now I'm going to use a different route to get the results that Ghanaians desire. In the first place, I would decentralize the whole PBI and kind. In the first place, let me decentralize it. Ashanti region, we have 2 ministries in Mraho, Works and Housing and Agric, Yemfa Ashanti region. Yemfa tourism and Kovota, Yemfa education co central. Yen decentralize it. Do you know what it means, the decentralization? As simple as that. When you decentralize and you realize at the end of the day, Obia Oba Abe or Ministry of Works and Housing be Abeba Kumase. They will rent, they will buy, they will eat, they will spend, everything will be here.
They boost the local economy of those.
As simple as that. Now vote for also with their tourism. That also pay. So before you realize all the 16 regions no be pay.
Okay.
A simple practical sense. And yes, BBR to car conquer. And the ease of economic activity, ease of doing business. And he has now professor Oba Obeyusu that Asian models no our model
that Asian models no I want you to explain it.
We will come with the man is doing document on it. We will come with it and share with the people. They will know the Asian model, how they use their own understanding of things, and they can almost your money or multimedia achieve desire results on more. Not the mindset of going to IMF and seek help and all that. It's so defeatist. You beat me a camera for IMF, beat me a camera. How can you even think this way? It is problematic. So with that model, I will not belabor the point. We will bring the whole documentary, and I think it will not take some. It will take some few weeks or so. It will be ready. We will go TV to TV, radio to radio to explain the model and how it will work efficiently for the people of Ghana. Media achieve with desired results. And the man is also telling you that he has been on the street and he is the one who understands the street language. And yeah, BBR said BBR should be chinchina brofo said the omujidi. Everything should be practical sense. Share in discipline that we have in our country. In order to curb the indiscipline, what he is proposing is a Akrebi Obebi school BIS work national service. We will have to serve 6 months in military. 6 months. You know elsewhere in other jurisdictions, Israel and all that, everybody in the country are passing through military training. So imagine say military training say ubia kubia pass here. And Okra in itself is a security for the state. And also it will inculcate discipline in our society. So these are some of the things, the practical sense where Galam say it's because they don't have alternative. And the alternative solution that Honorable Ken is proposing is very simple. What he is telling the people, they say, Oba, or no, Obama, DNA is so unattractive to you. Oba prefer to do different business. Never say in Tisabe. Ejuma or Obiwo.
Lawyer, Galam say is it for the NPP party or Kennedy? I want to know.
No. This I'm talking in respect of Honorable Kennedy.
Honorable Kennedy, okay.
What he is proposing is say Nyame ya adom say or no or your president. Obama office obi sha amnamuti theater chebo no hunim say ewu adwuma we eno na ope. Because there's no alternative. Enti no shemu awoye. That's the point.
Sometimes me cry na me tell myself.
So until now no the proposal and say yemma bibinya alternative very attractive Even the money the person can get from that business will be even higher than the gold. Gold. Let's use our Greek.
Bayura was part of the governance, the previous governance. And then I want for this input and more.
When you are not president, when you and
release in the last 8 years.
And he was not the person issuing the license. And we'll be also in Kennedy how loud he was in respect of these things. Or bad on one crop for or beer or bashi will be our bashi. But you see, and then the way number 2 no crano. The argument is that or no one yet president into a nyakwanya nyajuma. Is it not the case they are advancing?
No, of course.
Now how even number 2 and me nyajuma, how much more number 3,000? So we line now here chronologically or no boche in the man say onye minister onye deputy onye CEO and you check here na just a line no to be 3,000 or no better than an job. So we are saying is that also offer different alternative solution to the problem. See, I say you're reclaiming all the lands near the Dua Banchi, near the air biofuel. Do you know how much we are going to make? Unim ethanol I talk as a country every year. It's almost $2 billion every year. I talk as a country imported. So if you have an ethanol plant and you commission these guys in contingents, it be 100, will be 100 acres, no 200 acres, 1,000 acres, no mugu dion bunch. A ready market is there, and you know how much 1 ton of cassava is today. That's a ready market no the government is supporting them with the implements and this money they will make out of the ethanol a wonim enye hunya nanu ya enra mo ana mo report was akutia was in the atwimamponia Peter Buoku ufi said o mo pe no. It's so dangerous. Adwuma no omo eye na anim say adwuma no dangerous.
But MPP for na mo ntimi anso anokwan.
MPP yeah can in the last 8 years ye ntimi anko anwie no nche say ntimi anso anokwan. We did better than this government is doing. Anya hwe no you see ye hu say stability level na wo central region was around 14,000 the MPP era. And now it is 96,000. So it cannot be the same. Said the TBR MPP.
This government is also
it's complicit. And I said this government is. And I said President Abeka. No more media for money share no kai. And I say Sika when you free mono. And one a man in Dino. After a year, assassin, almost an need him kakra. Yes, I'm not catching them. It is a area. Why did God done him say corner yap your back? It is going to fester, but the danger is that Sika in your free mono. I answer you who
because the mercury and the sun
yes
yes
and who bet me so care about this I just want alternative solution unya president bi o vision obe bi adwuma ma brante anya adwuma ya ono adwuma wanya ye ne returns e wonya no o ka so nkwasha amena muntu galam say no kro nko. But if there is no alternative man must survive obe didi enti ube hu say wo di two ba so na e community no oba ale Bible mi anti bi sa kwatafo bi se ye betena ha wuo de ene enko na enko pe bibi ni didi me ni ewu a nya sa na Bible kan enti bia ne no nipa ne te ho a so betena fi am na wuo de ene oba nwure mo na abonu tuo no wu a se ewu bia ewu and only the force with which people were saying as in so enti ye hia pragmatic leader or they best solve Ghana your problem they ama the ritual normal politician, IMF politicians and all that no. And no you found to ncha ni enhwe omo ekuta the practical knowledge of governance. Omo be hu say ade we to ha emfa ba buku se ni ye no ba we ne say emfa practical in our context say ni ye na be yi as simple as that. Now enye wo fe say Ghana ha next year see the voter region from here to London how many hours? 6 hours. So if we are growing fruit from voter region, na ho nyina I said ya fruit basket. Na amranti ya omo peduma ya na ya ma omo incentive commercial farming. What tomatoes so as 6 hours na do London. Do you know the return pounds at the baba? Watermelon need those. You see, we need leadership. That is all we need. And when we have the leadership, everything will conform to normalcy. That's all we need. It's about leadership. And I think everybody who is sincere to himself or to the country understands that for now, the leadership that is required of this country, Honorable Kenneth Japan, and no other, because different results. Ohene Japan will do it better. He will instill discipline. Obia also in the track record. Until the will be a kind of say I be that or man
but some people are also making a fuss who shared the utterances before and how he was coming out attacking people personal or attacking among for personality, especially during the COVID-19, how he attacked pastors and the kind of utterances about Babonti before. It doesn't befit a status of a president.
In the status
of react to this
status of a president and
they are
Ghana for
about integrity.
Me be a friend of Medoma just say. They just say Medoma. On the Busa will be question, but now Musa the same question. Say Uko a Holland embassy. Say Uko visa. No Uko abrochira. Aya Ubusa say president now on Nisubanti say. One ekwaje visa akwa America Ubusa say Donald Trump Nisubanti say anza no akọ. So what are we talking about? Why then a hypocrite in this country like this? Why in the country was say where the status will be fitting what? Massa. Ye pubi amene buman. Ami why your mind ye. Amubi enya son fasoa. The fact that I react passionately with the things I believe in doesn't mean unless I want to so you quiet and interest maybe the papa no the papa. It cannot be the case. Because when we are talking about Ghana, your constitution say a nipo bit made the president only nipo over 40 years and above and a person of sound mind. The question is, Kennedy of sound mind, is he 40 years and above? And can he deliver in the event that we give him the mandate? Because we be our kind of us reacted to BB.
Yeah.
And he said the fact that me attach passion to what I'm saying and what I believe in doing. That's a me attach a passion. Obi or no see no evil, do no evil, or no mummy papa chem. Okay, granted that your argument holds. Say you will be our 50 presidential status. We should ask ourselves, in the history of this country, have we had people who faced the status of the presidency from at least 1992? Yenye bisa. Si yenye bia, then has the person been able to deliver to get the Ghanaians the desired results that we require? Ghana for the air and yensaka. The so to say the presidential material no. Yenye bi. Yemfa say free 92 yenye bia. Ana yenye bi. This yenye bia. The air and yensaka na. Maybe
we are still facing problems.
So maybe character we go chop. Yeah, we should chop away your man here. Who Jevis Ako Holland, who nim Holland president for any minute. No one is subai. As we dim because the system has been put in place and it is working. The discipline is there, the law is working, the system is working. Bibi aye adwuma wo ko ye wanya adwuma ye. Obi o tu kwa akwa brochire bi an first aim ye. Is it not job?
Yes, it's can adwuma.
Enti adwuma na wo ko no you know say udu Holland nko abenya adwuma ye. Udu UK abenya adwuma ye. Udu ha abenya adwuma ye. The other presidents in those countries they do okro ye gay. Have you asked ourselves, you busa ansa na yakosa ekrumo? Your concern is to getting the job done. Ubenya adwuma, no wenya sika, no wenya bi ahwe won abo bra na obusia. As simple as that. And who will be the president of Ghana? No wetimi abi enwuma mamu ebu no nya bi. Na wetimi ama Ghana discipline aba Ghana. No ama yensu a ese na jai. No ama bibia ye nkwaye no nso ajai. No ama mrante alternative job. Ama omo ani age. Ama obia ensa akona no. This is what we are looking for. Enya sofo.
Yeah.
At the time they so to say on the presidential material. OC Cardio Center, 37, they are checking Ghana for no. Not presidential for no way. Oko tambale who say in the era of doomso na who say ebeha Tamil Teaching Hospital okoto plant edema almost omonye function nipo addition watermelon no na sa so to call presidential material no more.
And even 37
military hospital osi cardio center no more. Okwa fa Ghana for na akoka Lebanon a ye po Ghana for ma akoka ho no a okofa wo mo high plane de ko for mo ban na presidential material for no more. Oba konfo no che ha a okoye na okwa oto bet se nipa gugu fam a obi a waba ya rehwe wo sa ada fam obenya pneumonia kura ewu koto best de ba ya ye de gu ho obi busa nipa de ba ni so ban. So what are we talking about? Yes, the one per was a obecha nepa. Obia on an answer. Obia on the excesses. Obia on the past. Into the old past of Ken that fought for the party, fought for the people. The new Ken is coming to build and inspire hope and confidence for the people of Ghana and the youth. Into the unim fa Ken hono, and the unim, the watiafa no hono unim. Na adwuma obetimi aye no what is obi aka say the adwuma no maka na wontimi nyeda o de ka kirem say obi aka say kan de adwuma we de wonti obi a say kan na betimi aye adwuma no say de yehwe
lawyer member me producers na bo video bi amwahwe because I'll come into the NPP party near my ekoso e wo mu currently producers why ready I brought you video with them yeah I brought you video with them but first me bo video no mami reading messages are aba ya so ya e wa hanom we free info for Douglas or say master we there obwa I don't know say na ye ka MVP say na o kasa we so free asuna ba Kofi Jemfi was keep up the good work my brother J the Maestro and also Eddie Abba we so free attaching for was a good show NPP never again and also Eddie Abba we so free in for Douglas one was the change must start from our thinking. The change must start from our thinking. And another lawyer Egusuana Odi Komono we so free sports paradise I said the man really resembles Mr. Kennedy Japan. Whether free John Kofo was a good submission by lawyer Kennedy all the way. Okay, yate. We so free sports paradise will be say I believe and trust the vision of Kennedy in Japan. You know the fire emojis and so etimi at the account. We free know who Salim was NPP 50 years in opposition. A good yeah so producer said video na ready ah. We send car a both video no ma lawyer etie in sama enra abronye ewo ohia TV on one person social media handles so no or can say be any go era Kennedy or in Japan e moving. Are you ready? I'm going video this is
now we deal for atem me boss ye nya ni ti ho adwuma o ye mia ni ti so da nipa me ni adwuma ye mia ni ti so da na sa nipa ye bia ni ti so man kwa so contest election ni ya kwa hi obi a what can be party we deal for atem me boss ye nya ni ti ho adwuma
polling station executives atem no Kennedy Japan oi wona wo camp na mo twere brofo fon no motima issue statement akase obabo dani na Kennedy ene ne kwa wo ye because of sikadro ntino mo kwa losa aba no to order motima ye saade no ana mo fi say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia onye nipa ana say mo fi say ono de mekamo entinimo no de mutimi di Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia atem direct na mom obi di Kennedy atem direct ya mo na mo wa letterhead na nya presidential prime minister Kennedy wa letterhead enye presidential primaries and abafo firi sɛ yɛte yɛkuoi a different firi sɛ yɛte yɛkuoi a different 1992 ebesi nɛ nkrɔfo a ɔmanya akwanya atwe ɔmuti aba presidential primaries ɔmanya no emu mane na Canada Japan ti pen no firi sɛ yɛte kuoi 33 years nie nkrɔfo a ɔmaba presidential primaries ya ɔmanwe ni o no mama biem no fa san krofo no to Canada Japan won say Canada Japan ti pen no omo ana ye ka mo te monte ase na mono ma issue statement say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia en kolon krofo order mo started di Bawumia tem January Canada Japan wo be a studio a Razak Tiano wadi Bawumia tem abebesi ne Omanya fem a ne eguoyi edi kan Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia tem 24/7 ne tu awia bia no 2 p.m. program no amato ne dini ayi sinipei no Bawumia na mudi na tem 24/7 mu fisa MPP for no hwe enti mu letter na ya bola letter
video na okohe no and the way and manner na abronye is AD7 euro attempt me I'm someone my society me minimum and in my family didn't teach me when I was growing up to insult the elderly, and as a matter of fact this is one particular person within NPP political party. He has been with the party for quite long and he is a presidential material. And per your perspective, you were talking about unity and all sort of things. Do you think in Sembisi, you as a personal aide to Kennedy Japan, so would say in Sembisi, Abronye consistently or attacking Kennedy Japan? Recently, Krampo, the letter you released, he was tagging Kennedy Japan as Antichrist within the party. Ayana, how do you feel with this?
To begin with, I'm a member of 10 campaign team.
Okay.
The special aide is the Kobe Amwa.
Okay.
You see, party said the Etienne a quiet. It be a be when you do a pompono, Ubenya de so draw, Ubenya de Yahuma, Ubenya way. Nina will be a party. But the difference between Ira Canada Japan and Ira Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, at the BIA people a binum fee said. Ebia politics in Tinia Canasa. Okay, Abranti be a friend of Kokwana.
Yeah, Kokwana.
Now I do more on that too.
That's true, yeah. This is your CTV.
Or Kasama and not Traso. Equal Cassetia Ura Mahmoud Bawumia. That day, Kennedy fire. Recently, there was one champion, no Udinechi. Or so called Kasa ma na no traso of fire. Anybody consistently obey Kasa tia Ira Mahmoud Bawumia. And you call meeting the first thing he will tell you is say no, he doesn't need the ocean is so huge for every boat to be able to sail, for every ship to be able to sail. He doesn't need to rock anybody's ship in order to sail his. In here, so Obama will be ship was sinking and sun on way to near sailing. The skies is so wide to accommodate every aircraft. Into in here, so Obama crash will be there and sun on way to near fly. Now, Okoto say, "Anoma si dua so an." Nessa anoma no, edua na esi so ne baba maba tie bi no si so na ohwe na hu say, "Ah, boy osi so edua betimi ebu a." Na hoda so ni edua na ogina so no mu. Na hoda so e wo na basem. Because when you say edua ni bu a obetu. So if you believe in yourself, unhia niam we. Unhia say obi begu obi hu fi ansa na watimi dia we. Consistently, one way the Mahmoud Bawumia, there's a certain guy called Kuka also. Yes, and calculated. Said Kennedy Jampon the weakness and it's all temperamental and the munko did not question a bufu now on kasa na Ghana for and Honya Ghana for time. It's as simple. The equation is very simple.
Na Kennedy mesoso.
Na Kennedy mesoso. No one kasa. No kasa Ghana for kasa only. But so what steady Euro Canada? Like I told you, the old Ken fought for the party. The new Ken is coming to build it. To Swahili now, from January this year up to this time, only the workers will be doing that. Opa Ushiana, Tontesugunuso. On count here.
Now, because on your show say such strategy now, the opponent are taking affect them.
You see, Ghana for Ghanaians voters are so discerning. That is the refreshing aspect of it. Because such non-entity, you catch them and say, me, wakansi binami react here. It becomes even difficult for me to do so. Because one,
lawyer, Abronia is non-entity.
Now in any serious jurisdiction, it could be mu party be mu, and Abronia bet me a regional chairman. Now the regional chairman no wouldn't. So who what is called failure. CBB, if you be failure, the classical definition of failure, Abronia.
Why do I know in the region?
MPP the region, man, near Kuta 11 seats out of 12.
Our Bruno region.
2020, we came to 6 seats. 6 seats. Now, do you know our seats in Bruno region? We have only 1 seat.
Only 1 seat. Under
his chairmanship. He says, why should you give audience to this person? Because
I have seen a letter from GFK, our petition the National Council.
GFK, but it is, too little, too late. GFK no what now a branch says with the Kennedy atem. When did he realize that? And never come back of our own, in order say we pay who can was semunti and the Kennedy income. Yeah, we are not Sabe
manipulate the system
against young crowd. What's a JFK? There's a report you are sitting on. I know the I'm a petition. Edward can say, Omra me in one, and I did Kennedy account. What shall I do? The Kennedy at a minute.
Report, is it true?
We are not even interested in these things. Our concentration is to sell the candidate Kennedy Japan. Let the Ghanaians know. Any power ye. Adi obit me aboa Ghana. Na Ghana for Ntono president. That's our concentration. That's our vision. Because such a person, no bekana we are one way if you don't have training, if you are not coached, if you are uncouth like him, you will be tempted to also attack the candidate on Udinechi. Now koye ne sanso ade wo ye ne say party no enye abstract entity nipa e wom ne ma ne party. Tisem sha se na mitwa yeru aba mu ba o mi egu fam. Ekeka nsem a ensem fata fa ne ho. E fa ne ho a. Party no na mitwa egu fam. Me ye ewuradu twum sa party no na me ye ne sa. Enu ti na we will not go there. Although the factors that led into our defeat, as the data will provide, the facts speaks for itself. I know the Rebecca. Say votes or cars or quadrin north one, when to me and farmer. Zongo no went to me and farmer. Votes or cars says NDC stronghold or bar, Nina Betofem, and Tofem rather a pega. In the history of the party, Rebecca no Korean and say, Obia qua president Bia votes, bro, the parliamentary candidates. So in this instance, a parliamentary candidate votes. A moment that bro president votes so by over 500,000.
Wow.
So what are we talking about? So we saying that he's a weak candidate, but that does not say make Jina baby I didn't tema ne personality or ne competence in na braba wa born a life throughout. I won't do that. But in the political market, what we are saying is that when you're marketable. So you're marketable, your acceptance rate will be high.
So can the NPP together with the Council of Elders?
You see, there are people who are benefiting from the Sadi away. Omune benefiting omune shenechi, and omushe kutupa, and woye. And those people are a lot of them are council members. Now how on earth say Kwaku anai kasetia yewura mamunu ba miano
opamono
o kire ne revulsion tweet say ade we enye no na mehwehwe firi ho opamono e kire say ompese obi abedi dinate Abranti ya within the chia Nancy ya or Pamono. I've forgotten the name. One as a champion or something. He sacked him for insulting the opponent. A clear indication say Ubi Auben Ubiano. You should be measured in your utterances. Because Ken, as I sit here, if I goof the manner that this man is goofing, me Rufi and Wakati say he should be dropped from the campaign team. I'm telling you. And he who means worse. This is the man we believe in. We have people. Juma. Obi etimika chira say me Kennedy man minister amenye. Obi Kennedy be president no man minister awanye. Obi san sa adan ya wote hwe. Wo ye late kuro be yiwadi. Amu enu agu as.
Wo ye late wo na dwuma mu.
Kura no nipa ne hu say me ye late kura obi yimadi ntimi nkoye kura na menuma kogu as. You see, yes aboa no de no hu wen nefu. I said by the mention of the president's name, everybody should sit up. We should have somebody who will be able to crack the whip. Now, bet me, yes, you have to demonstrate it from your followers. No, be a who say, Kokwana, you were Juma, were a good presenter. Obian Pese will be to the before. Kokwana was one of the best presenters, no, but he was able to fire him. So it tells you that. So we a leader, now be a leader, papa. Yes, you bro be born no hwene fifiri. To be a leader, papa, ubetimi akraka kwepa. Especially so where people from your office omoko join the NDC are telling us say you are unable to take decision in your own office. So if you are fostering that perception, abra nipa bi e kasa in this manner, despicable manner against one of your competitors. Na yente wasem either in quiet or in public on distance or now we say oh dear because you be na yente kroma and abranti bi tia bruchre di penifo kroma nyina who has been the largest beneficiary of that insult enye John Mama yeah, and the same thing no mo so ye Kevin Taylor Jr. ne abronye the Kevin Taylor no emu comedies na we sunsun
but so they need two personal on Kennedy
fine so no dey oh na say and then Kennedy yeah no atremu dey do JFK hoy who knows who will be on the line.
And then even in the letter
Kevin Taylor shas here no enye say ya nkakran akrasi ya no dey ko ene ofi wotisi ba dey ni wotisi achia me ni ade nyino hia say odi o matter. That's the point. Enti sa na tie we so hia say oyen se boba ofi a na wonyini na so man mak obedru ta man se efifi no beba no ayo ma enti sa omu nkoso a nche na chi no omu piepia no say Kennedy na no o fire range no ene odi na tem. What about if Kennedy is not there?
That's the problem.
What about if Kennedy is not there? Why be him no be nothing? And when him say the language you people will understand is an insult because more than years happen. Now I'm very, very disappointed. Say what me are rising in the political circle about do regional chairman. Now more may your conduit for dirty work. Conduit for dirty work. Say what they want what target is will be doing of water. Or target the just said the obetimi aye we ase and say we did atem.
Na lawyer only sure say senior amafo be say we ase no oye ade bia in a long while it will come and then hunt against you. Sure say Kennedy just like I was saying earlier because this was a manner sometimes when he gets angry he will come on air with my catching before say excuse me to use this language MPP for me believe say be now no say be
and as some kind of no, is it not the truth? Is it not truth?
And at that time, say
at that time, no correct. And you see, Papa no, as some more kind of say, you were a former for the party in Penny for a party for. You didn't come out them. I then will be very record. One fan con the two, one fan call chef, one fan go to me TV. Or they are called radio, Accra radio, NDC for station, radio and no mobile. Now, if you say Nipa years and not been here, so party penetration and a mooding common, not someone sensitive for a kind of them. Now, you say, and someone a canoe, even a Jumuma circles within one home, common moody crown, if you be a Jumabu. Yeah, we did the circles will be our on the confidentiality in common with the any other. Will be our and it's a part in Penbook which Shani can't say be sensitive. Now record on the car, when you mean where they
the NPP for never been a mountain.
Yes, that's one way she are not this in him. On which she are not NPP before next year, penny food in common. And this will be recording all the car. Oh, and as you don't get your better anymore, as some sensitive Rebecca.
So some Nipa wasn't from fishing out, but
how would you be able
coming out?
You see, until you say reaction and obia action and reaction obia de differ. Obu honoma ebianka obetoni down. Obu also with that passion. Na ye can so mind you. Bible say baby wakoma wono wajapa de hono wakoma ye de. Who in the party has invested so much in this party than Canada and Japan? And this all two sika gum yen fa sika nye ni yen topic ups yen say na say obi team na say nkomo ampanifo kodi okọ no ko record the comma opponent. You think say obi a will be taking it kindly. Obi also want to take it kindly. So the passion with which I can answer, no, that's fine. But for you to set a whole media platform, put somebody on the chopping box, Nasa also they be an upper and you will not tell me, in my candid opinion, how it will affect Ken, it will affect MPP much more than Ken. I'm telling you.
NPP more than
Ken. I think you know would it is going to affect NPP much more than Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan.
It's adding to the council elders and then like these things to
now General Secretary.
General parties say Obi come bab on team with Diatama. This is the kind of penalty we facing.
General, also guidelines in there. You don't need to be told them more chronos and more chrono. The laws are there.
But they are still doing it.
Hey, so what we are saying is that we need leadership who will crack the whip, and that is why, for instance, people are saying by the mentioning of Yura Boacheja Consul National Chairman, will be any aji. MPP need be meaning well, wishing well for the party be any aji. Because they believe the man can instill discipline.
But Chamawu to me is also around me.
I know the least talk about Chamawu to me the better.
So
he is
doing to me can't do the job as a national chairman.
The national
chairman of
Ashanti regional chairman would instead of good national chairman.
So
I massa and send me on Komobo this year. You see.
Then we say interview kono onoko say Boacheja
obi anka so ko no
chairman want to me so
men can someone contest on the right to contest election. It is his entire right. I no obi antimi nyimfrenism. Okay. In the alienable right.
Okay.
But me so me amekoto aba no right to decide who can serve the party better.
And the chairman want to me can do the job.
Aba
now,
so better I say we hwe mframa na hu zenso na betimi ato anento.
There's a money bono form.
NPP Ashanti region you could how many seasons I can say. And this year has now almost for 8. Now in aggregation I offer percentage. Say you agree saying NPP need to meet to about 76% and all that. And then I'm saying 60s. And this year 33% in Ashanti region. In the region of this nature, we don't even have a regional office. That's a government in power, party in power for 8 years, being the party chairman for 8 years. And we will live with this record. Let's also national chairman. I'm for the children to us. The people who are going to vote will look at all these things and assess. Say the mawa, the oil and wahana, the chef one, ubit me ayana. Yeah, then you say, we did the wound to me. Maybe wound to me was relevant at the time. 2016, nobody can discount wound to me's effort in getting the party power in Ashanti region. And will be intimate discount. I know there will be a calm and independent argument. But a good dancer must know when to leave the stage. Every good dancer must know when to leave the stage. Other than that, you'll be booed. Now, minimum will be too honorable a chairman to me for say Uncle national chairman. The person will do the service to him so much.
Oh,
no, at a point in life, said no matter how good you are, I don't think even in our constitution, in the wisdom of the people who drafted our constitution, almost 8 years and no more. 4 years renewable for another 4 years and no more, because and penny can be saying so change a hinema and if I want you funny at the point when you were relevant, you did your master stroke we now we no na nko asete back no reflect no hwe adwuma wo ye ni na then you give the little experience left behind you use it to guide others me call me fairly me ti na anye into then you do that but you don't come back to say with this performance in your later days also yen fa anko na untwa SSC ya ultimate go university money so I don't think the chairmanship conversation you through honestly idea ebia ono amukra will be interested in doing that.
Lawyer, do you believe in prophecy?
Well, I believe in prophecy, but not every prophecy that I believe in.
Prophet L. Bernard is saying Kennedy Japan will win the election.
Me prophecy be ebe say ebe Kennedy be win and I will be lose no. Emu bia no. Me discard bia. So I can say be lose a yam so ebe bon pa ye ni ayire ho ayadwuma. Ni ayadwuma den because I believe say Ezekiel ebo akokra obewu no. Nyame ka so wonhye ne nsama ase no. Osre enkwana no bi so Emma o man 15 years. Is that not the case? One more Bible scholars no. Enti me gidi say sanse saye no say nyame wo kona limu obetimi so aya ama. Ti so obi ka say Kennedy be lose a what I do ni say ye be bom paye ni ayere ye ho ayadwumaden na nyame ensesa ne maye na o me wene. Na obi nso ka say obe wene no nso be hye nkunan amen no so ya yere ye ho ayadwumaden said ye be ya san kom se ne be den ebebem. Enti in any of the two he be aye gitum e be de be adwuma.
Lawyer, or last words near
oh me da me nuanum nyina ase na madam so ase se mo makwanya na MPP fo nyina so madam mo ase wo so far adwuma ya ye me nuanum mo wo adwira ye ba team Ken ye no mo ye adwuma wo nsuta mampon omo wo agona Kwabre East omo enyina me da omo ase afi omo ane no mo ye adwuma sana me free such as Franklins, Kumawu, Insuta, Draben, Ebyeso, all the way to Menshia North and South. Penifoni in answer that almost also a Jumadan and way. I mean, let him can Ashanti region in answer. Yami Adma Ukwada, Yamami Christie, Kwabre East. Okay. The Kwabre East in so there, the World Bank of MPP in Ashanti region. And the last election, Kennedy Japan 42%. And we believe said now we are not doing anything less than 75%. Inti emani nyina so be botwi aba be hia ewura ya Mami Christina ono so na no disema wo no one day onam one mba ne nko an edi nkomo se ni nuano mba momra mebo ne kunu chidom na ye nyina ye nko na said ye be ma no o abadaye no wasi a demonstrate actually Ghana for say consistently he is a fighter for the grassroots. Satama ubi beka say na Kennedy nso da yeso ba be di president ni nyina no fight my grassroots enti ne bibie ni ho be sesa obe president a enti o meye president enfa dwuma mba enka nkire wo party ni a wa ye agire ho aye adwuma se ko online e ko fele for nimyo odibi obi a woni mi obi a wo so dibi man ye NDC ba ye o mo se no contribution no chop so mo nkrofo e na bibia o mo de ma o mo enti sisi a no yeso so yesu nyansa and you are kind of the philosophy now no ka ye monte no e na dwon ma ye no wo so ba hwe nkrofo na nkrofo nso ye Ghana for as simple as that.
Lawyer, but that was say ene etonsa na otimi e de woni wonya beta ichi na ye nkomo twetwe no so otimi akoyi inshira ne asida kese na pa enko emfama well ahanom na de dwumadi ne besi na me ka cho say tembia no ye ba live awotimi asubscribe de amaye na wa share na wa jaw comment e wo comment section what am I read it e am I read am for be bring na comment but who say a lot of comments waiting me about junk for me who comment no attaching for am say who comment no Silver Sports Annex me who comment no comfort no me who comment no in for Douglas so chama won me em fada ezo comment no e wo ahanom ebusia ahanam remember no kwan na military media no esi ewo ahanom nene no minyam special guest, that is lawyer George Opon, is part of the Ashanti region NPP campaign team and also part of the Kennedy Japan, and so a campaign team ewo krumo hanom no me am di djumadi hu chairman no FM Big Brother GH the Maestro me ma pamfo anything me di djumadi we na in asadani jakese ya fan koma we producers abrantepa your success and imalabi etimi etna fidinechi echinchimi fidine kama e de emai asadakese no enko emfama omu but nyame bo Monday me lawyer Kobi Amwa interview bit my possible Eddie Amai. Tinabo Monday, we hear him. Tofiakwa TV, Fache TV, Time TV, both on Facebook and on YouTube. If we didn't come on, na bibia etimi akoyi Eddie Amau. Say, new we see no one's menka. That is a Monday. Ebesanso, Asia. Bye bye.